Chris, Cindy.
Okay, we're supposed to go back to the...
All right, next we have the Riata band. So let's get it. All right, a little history of the Riata band. Back in the late 1980s, Rich Jewell won a karaoke contest, and Robert Singer, the drummer, and he discussed putting a band together. And Robert contacted Dave Russell, lead guitar and steel guitar and vocals, Bob Rolfs, lead guitar, and Jim Holland's bass and lead vocal. They rehearsed at Flood Music. They began doing some gigs. Now, the first gig was a ballroom in Tracy, Minnesota. Now, the gigs were sparse at first, but with more rehearsals, they became busier and busier. And about a year in, the band recorded at Dave Russell's studio, which is Warthog Records. It was their first album, and the original tunes received a great deal of regional airplay. Through the years, players came and went, such as Buckley Mills on fiddle, and the band opened for Black Hawk, Tracy Byrd, and Charlie Pride.
And as they all stand in front of you here, we just want to mention that after a few years, Rich took a gig in Omaha, Nebraska. Remaining members kept on going and opened for The Great Divide, as well as Andy Griggs. The band also played several clubs, they played several benefits, and eventually Jim Hollands would lead the band. Mark Jenkins took over as a bass player. Scott Hall came along as a lead guitarist, and years later, John would join from Sioux Falls. And at one point, the band even had a female singer by the name of Barb Allen for about a year or so. Many other musicians filled in, came and went. Throughout the decades, though, the band played many clubs, street dances, American Legions, the local VFW, you name it, they were there. The band, always known as one of the leading country bands here in Northwest Iowa, played Creek Fest, you might remember, also the Heritage Fest, Grand Meadows, Quimby Watermelon Days, also way too many street dances from what I hear. The band was a regular at the Blackbird and Fort Randall casinos for years. Also, in addition, the Riata band played a multitude of rodeos, the Ponca Rodeo, also the Dakota County Fair Rodeo, the Dakota Country, and also the Bull, up in Vermilion, I understand you guys were quite the band from what I hear. Cherokee Rodeo, for those of you who attend that, and also the Walt Hill Rodeo.
And today, representing the Riata band, one of the original members, Robert Singer, the drummer, who retired in 2022. On bass, guitar, and vocals, Mark Jensen, currently with the Marksmen. On lead... Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say? I apologize. My apologies. Also, we have Scott Hall, currently with the Marksmen. And on lead guitar and vocals, John, please help me out with your last name. Thank you. Still with the Riata band. Janine and Machine and Greg Hansen in the Backroads Band. John, of course, still playing and booking dates under the name of the Riata Band. All right, so the Riata Band, everybody.
One thing I want to point out is Dave Russell, one of the original founders of this band. He was a steel guitar player. He could play anything. His family is here to receive his certificate today. He was fantastic. I've seen him play many dances. So we missed one certificate. Robert, we will get you one. Who wants to be a quick?
Oh, you want quick? Oh, well, okay. Everybody get comfortable. Might want to go get another drink because I like to talk. But I've got to share. I got to share a quick story. Now, everybody that's ever owned a guitar knows what I'm talking about when you think about you got the wrong band at the wrong bar. One night we were on our way up to Sioux Falls to a place that we never played before. And about a block away, me and Big Bob were in my van, and we realized there was about 150 motorcycles lined up across the front of this place. And so we went on and we set our equipment up. And the first thing I said to these guys, it was a bikers club, hardcore. I said, folks, what we got here is the wrong band and the wrong bar. But if you promise not to stab or shoot any of us, we promise to never come back. We got long break that night and we did not go back. One thing when I joined the Riata band, I never felt bad about being the weak link, because I was always surrounded by great talent and great friends.
do want to say this. Dave Russell was the heart and soul of that band, started the band, an incredible musician. Please put your hands together for Dave Russell. Now, Dave is no longer with us, is no longer in the music business, so we say. But the name lives on and the memories always linger on, and they will forever. And Don, we want to give this to you and Jeremy. You carry on the name, please.
Well, just to let you know, two of the guitars over there are some of them that my husband made. Still have a few. Mark plays the bass. He'll be playing one tonight. He was good. I used to tell him he stunk because everybody else would walk up with their lighters, if you see that everywhere. He did Star Spangled Banner, which would bring the house down all the time. Cheryl, I think it was you that shared the video not too long ago. Brought back a lot of memories. I've been looking for that copy. But he would be very honored. He did know the Doobie Brothers. He was there when they were writing the song Old Blackwater. Motorcycle trip one year. We were on Route 66. He goes, oh, we gotta go see Mike. And I'm looking at him like, Mike who? It was Michael Murphy. We pull up in leathers and his wife comes running out. Oh my God, he's gonna be mad. He left 2 hours ago. And I thought he was full of crap on some of it. Carried a little black phone book in his wallet for years of numbers and names. He was originally out of the Bay Area, had a record contract under Sky Creek, played with many a band. Band-wise, if you know, you go out, you never get to dance with your husband. We went back to San Jose because he was going to record with another guy out there again, and he said, oh, we'll go dancing. We get to a club, they want 20 bucks a piece to get in. He turns around and gets a napkin and writes, Dave Russell's in town, let me in. We end up walking in, before we even get sat down, he spent the night on the stage. That was typical. But thank you for the honor, we very much appreciate it.
It's 3:30. I don't want to. You guys got anything else you want to say? Okay.
It's definitely been an unreal experience. Everyone that's known my father, you might know me. Everyone always says, "We know you, but you're only about this high." It's definitely been a unreal lifestyle that I've been blessed to be a part of, and always loved the fond memories of being a little kid and just wandering downstairs when I should have been asleep, but my mom didn't know. And sticking my ear against the door in the recording studio we had in our basement and just always listening to when they had a break and me sneaking in. And it didn't matter if it was 9 o'clock at night or midnight, whatever the situation is, you always had your cadence of when it's time to be done recording. You would either stomp your foot on the floor or grab a broomstick and bang it on the floor because the recording studio is right underneath your bedroom. Needless to say, it kind of sucked for you a little bit because you didn't get much sleep. But if my dad were here, I know he's a man of very few words, and he'd be like, "Are you serious?" And a lot of other words I can't repeat, but I can't thank you, everybody enough for coming around, and it truly does mean from the bottom of our heart for myself, my mother, and everybody here. We can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Okay, Riata band, thank you. Thanks, John. Boys, you can kind of be ready to get up stage. We got a lot of stuff to move around. Go ahead.